See how much more efficient that is? It looks like I'm pulling away from the puck, but in reality, I'm preparing myself to make a save, an easier save. I don't have to reach for it. I have all the coverage to the center of my net. So, if they have to beat me, they're gonna have to beat me to a top angle or low on the post. The thing is, all my body parts, my legs, my knees, my hands, they're all in close to my body, which means that the spot that I'm in is not all the coverage that I offer. If they shoot to the post, I can extend my arms, I can extend my legs, cover an even wider area than the blocking surface that I already have. Okay? Is this starting to make sense? I'm sure you probably already know a lot of this, so we're going to get into the examples of the stuff that you wanted to work on. Okay, so two of the top points that you mentioned were that your recovery was too slow and your butterfly slides. You need to work on your butterfly slides. Implementing these moves into every save and every movement that you make is going to give you power, okay? This is going to speed up your recovery. Instead of coming back up to your feet like we used to, which doesn't make any sense because now you have to rotate your body, cover the area, then make a save, we're just going to stay where we're at. Okay? If you make a down save, move in a down motion. If the puck comes off your pads and it's high to the point, then you can go ahead and recover to your feet, get set up. But in close, anything below the dots, you might as well cover the angle down. And if you have time, when you get to the point that you're at, rise up and regain your depth. From point to post on your butterfly slide, the most important thing is you're going to get your rotation. There's two ways to do it, okay? You can either be out high, rotate, load and gather, and then fill the space back to the post, or you can do what's called a momentum build, where you actually do a quick C-cut and then rotate into it, alright? These all depend on timing, and they all depend on depth, alright? So here's the two examples, and you should be able to cover a ton of area with this, alright? Make sure that when you're backing in, you're going to bring your front foot, don't try to extend it to where the puck is. Bring your front foot back into the center of your body, dropping that knee, getting your coverage, and then fill the space. That way you don't spread out, that way you get a strong push. Okay, this is the one without momentum build. This is momentum build. As you can see, with your momentum build, you can cover a lot of area really fast, but you don't want to use it unless it's out high and you're chasing the man and he makes a wide pass all the way across. As often as possible, you're just going to want to rotate, fill that space, all right? One of the big things that we're going to want to remember while we're doing this style, after you make a save on an angle, everything that you're doing, you're covering the center of the crease, okay? So if I make a save at the top of the crease and the rebound comes out to the high slot, go from the top of the crease to the top of the crease in the center. I'm covering a lot of area, and when I do that, I'm creating a lot of holes. So I don't want to do that, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my body, I made the save, rotate my body, fill the center of the net, then I have all my coverage. I'm deeper, of course, but I have coverage. If I'm out high and they make a pass to the back door or decide to go around me, I'm scrambling, okay? And that's not what we want. So, but first I'm going to show you an example of a play where I would be chasing the puck. It's called chasing space, chasing an angle. It doesn't make sense. If they make a backdoor pass or go around me, I'm too high out and I end up diving, okay? So I'll show you. as you can see there, I made the initial save, the rebound came out to the center, and I tried to cover an angle going high. It doesn't make sense though, because he can make a pass. He's not going to shoot the puck all the time. As soon as he makes that pass, or as soon as he dekes, I'm out high and I have no coverage. Okay? So you saw that I'm going to end up having to dive. I'm screwed pretty much. What we're going to want to do instead, make the save, rotate to the center of the net, and then if I need to, regain depth. Now in that situation, you could see, made the initial save, the rebound came out to the center. I covered the center of the net, so I had all my coverage. I'd have to reach to make a save, but I had all my coverage. Then I regained my depth. If he holds onto the puck, bam, then I can cover that angle. Then if he passes, I can cover. But we don't want to ever be moving out away from the net in motion, unless there's no one behind us and no other shooting opportunities. Okay? You said that you wanted to work on using your height to your advantage. Here's what you're going to do. Make sure that your feet aren't getting too far away from your body, okay? Don't let them get too wide in your stance. Don't sink. If you are going to sink down, make sure that your back and your chest and your shoulders, everything's high and your butt sinks down, okay? If you're standing and your knees don't make any move and your ass doesn't sink down, you're not really doing anything for yourself. You're not creating power in your legs. You're making the situation more difficult. Okay? So this is an example of what you do not want to do. As you can see from that, my knees do not bend. I am not creating anything. All I'm doing is taking away the blocking area of my body, and I'm making it smaller than it already is. If you want power for getting around the net, keep your chest and your shoulders as high as possible and drop your knees and your ass, okay? That's how you create power. If you want to play tall, if you want to play high, think of a guy like Roberto Luongo. When the puck is far away from the net, they play what's called a relaxed stance. You can stay high in your stance, you can keep your chest up high, you don't need power to get anywhere because the puck is far away from you. You don't need speed, you should be able to cover the area with T-pushes from an almost standing position, okay? So do that. Play a relaxed stance. Arms in where they're supposed to be, but not clinched, okay? Not extended. Keep them near your body, exactly covering your holes. If you need to, bam, then clinch up. But a relaxed stance is where everything is ready to move as fast as possible. Nothing is clinched, okay? But when you're playing your relaxed stance, if you want to cover your area and you want to create power, use your chest. It's the biggest part of your body, so make sure you keep it high.